a service. The only purpose, indignation, what they really deserve is a murder. They heard it further, the last signal to go. With patience they take turns at making stable the tone. Fade in on a lone communication to the tune of translation.
Congratulations, you won.
You don't ever send another fucking message, girl. You don't answer any single time he's texting, girl. You're a ghost in the mainframe, ghost in the mainframe, ghost in the mainframe. You don't ever send another fucking message, girl. You don't answer any single time he's texting, girl. You're a ghost in the mainframe, ghost in the mainframe, ghost in the mainframe.
A healthy computer is a strong computer.
Oh, here's the little rabbit head.
In the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong. Sparse, tongue, shape, shift, clean, shot, rat, bit, plunge, down, naked. In the hole, in the hole. Grip, root, shake, hand, slip, loose, hard, land, kick, dust, no, plan. In the hole, in the hole. Light, shaft, no, break, earth, scream, wall, shake, lose, steam, mistake. In the hole, in the hole, in the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong. Fight back, last stand, wood, God, meat, damned, stab, sack, feel, brand. In the hole, in the hole. Drink deep, grasp back, cling close, hear, crack, pull, growth, God, hack. In the hole, in the hole. Again, stand tall, stumble, hold, wall, I swim, crumble. In the hole, in the hole, in the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong in the hole, in the hole. You belong, you belong, you belong, you belong. Wake up, no sound, creatures surround, raise snouts, mourn, crown. In the hole, in the hole. Miss home, no light, creatures, eyes bright, loose speech, rain, quiet. Pounding in your head's a motherfucker looking for the brainless sucker dark thing hiding in the mirror. The rupture is demanding, gun flash commanding, get on your knees and break shit. Gun in hand, kill the world, kill this room, break shit. The call is from inside the house, hunt the beast, break shit. Sear the flesh, burning walls, burning eyes, break shit. Claw the breach, clear your brain, love the leech. Break shit, kill people, break shit, kill people, break shit, kill people, break shit. Break shit, kill people, break shit, kill That's finger writing. Break shit. Snapping in the bones. Pressing on the skin. Smile through the gums. Break shit. The color you see is black. Color you need is black. Inside your eyes is black. Inside your spleen is black. Everything is rotten. Break shit.
Welcome. I think we have at least a couple people tuned in, which is great. And Den is already elucidating some lyrics from the game soundtrack that was playing over the wait screen. Welcome. Good to see you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this game, this stream, but I'm going to do my best. That's kind of my pie in the sky goal. So we'll see how it goes. As always, let me know if there are any connection problems, if there's audibility or sound level problems, and away we go. I think we'll get a brief refresher cutscene here about what exactly we were doing last time. Here we go. We had passed through a horrible meat tunnel, I remember that much, in fairly specific.
You're going to tell me why you're here.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You need to apologize to me.
I followed him. It's my fault. I didn't think I was that person anymore. But he was drunk, and he practically fell into my arms, and I was so hungry.
What do you need from me right now?
Am I a monster?
No.
Do you see me as a monster?
No. You made a mistake.
I did it on purpose. I did all the steps.
Mistakes can be on purpose. You're human. Supernatural or not, you are human. And I am here for you. We should probably get out of town, but you aren't a monster. And this won't happen again. We'll make sure of it. Together.
Look,
You cried less the second time. Third time, you mentioned how upset you were with yourself, and I don't think you brought it up any times after that. We just both knew.
how did this machine hear us?
While you've been pulling on the void's been pulling back, creating artifacts and places from your memories, distorting them. I've learned a lot about you down here.
Anything you wish you knew before?
I've always wanted to know more about you, Janet.
We'll discuss this further. Later.
I'm counting on it.
Whew. Do remember that cutscene. Didn't remember it was the last thing last time. I'm also realizing that for whatever reason, my little PNG dude is not around, so I'm going to pause this momentarily and pull that up. Shouldn't take but a moment. Don't know what happened to him. Maybe it's just a crash in the background or hit the wrong button at some point. All right, he should be... Hey, there he is. Just popping in. Okay. Now we're ready to go.
That could have been worse.
That could have. Hideaway. Let's see. Start with the shield breaker. Looks like this is a churchy themed kind of place again. Maybe some graveyard in there too. Ooh. High tension music already. More pills. I'm sure that's exactly what you need, James. Though I'm not going to complain. I was a ghost in the mainframe. That's a good point. Alright, I can hear the monsters, but I cannot yet see them, which is kind of my least favorite state of affairs. Alright, there they are.
Always need ammo.
Alright, getting ready to get real confused in the level layout here. Oh, I'm locked in. Let's pull out our goal stock, shall we? That way we can pick these guys off a little further out. Oh, hello. Oop. Alright, I remembered how I rebound my buttons, too. Alright. So far, so good. He said, jinxing himself for good.
For your room. I could use a little of that right now.
Yeah, you don't say. Alright, I'm seeing maybe some need for some shotguns here. I really regret it the first time I don't check this way, even though it feels like wasting ammo. Alright, I'm back up on pills. Alright. Wasted some shotgun rounds, but didn't get chopped to pieces by a living suit of armor. So, all in all, I count it as a win.
Get out of here.
Okay. Highly segmented level, it would seem.
Ceilings everywhere. Makes it that much harder to find a hostage. Could be the void, but they could also just be a series of fucked up rooms.
They could just be a series of fucked up rooms. You are absolutely correct, Mr. James. Alright. Okay. Am I going to get an angle on you, do you think? Yeah. That wasn't so bad. This, dodge roll being key bound to left shift is working a lot better than having it bound to C, for me at least.
Finally.
Oh good. Do we think the lighting is indicating which ones of these guys are going to come alive and murder me? Maybe not. Alright. Well, the pistols were a good choice then. Okay, but surely... I guess maybe the goal of the level design here is to keep this from being a practical way to proceed. But, in that case, the level design may have underestimated my paranoia a little bit. Guess we'll find out. And mistaking some of the sounds in the music for enemy sounds. Ah, heck. Almost got out of the way. Where'd you go? Oh, no. I don't need that right now. Okay. Let's just keep moving. Didn't quite get there. Just gotta get healed up. Okay. Let's, be purposeful. Alright, now we gotta stake them. Ah, hell. I should have expected them to port in more enemies. That is not surprising. Okay, and then... Ooh, boy.
Gotta find ammo.
Okay, this room, officially not my favorite room. Oh, I'm just like out of ammo for the Strikebreaker. That was the problem. I thought I wasn't reloaded, but nope, I was just straight up out of ammo. I pay very close attention to all of this, you can tell. Okay, well, let's use the Uzi for a minute. Spread out our ammo consumption. See if we can't find the hostage that we just heard weeping. Hey, there we go.
Fuck that, vampires.
Vampire jokes. I feel like there were more pills in here. Maybe I used all of them. Guess so. Alright, well, I survived anyway. Let's see what we got. Hey, pills. More pills. How considerate. They are probably going to eat you hostage, I'm sorry. But you are probably right. Okay. So far, so... Gah. Okay, alright. We're keeping it under control. Ah, heck. Keeping it almost under control. Uh-huh. Trying to lull me into a false sense of security. Trying to get me to accidentally shoot the hostage.
Which one of you fuckers is gonna try to kill me?
James and I, we're on the same page this time. Which is actually maybe not like a ringing endorsement of me, given James, but, you know. We should probably be at least a little bit on the same page if I'm going to be controlling him.
Ammo.
Pills. And then, I guess, whatever's over here. Checkpoint. Ooh, explosives for the launcher. Getting a little bit of deja vu here. I'm using a lot of ammo, trying to avoid getting ambushed by suits of armor.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I see the game. Alright, okay, we're gonna try to play it your way. What? Why aren't you there? Thank you. Jesus. Well, probably not. See, that's what I get. That's what I get for trying to do it
Please don't hurt me.
the way the game wants me to.
This will be useful.
Alright. Well, we got here.
Save the rest.
I'll try, innocent. Okay. Okay. And then we got you. All right. That seems to have opened the way a little bit. Oy.
We're all gonna die.
Well, I'm all gonna die. I don't know about you. I think I'm gonna be able to get you out of here.
Someone say thank God.
Okay, escape possible. To say nothing of escape probable. Probably not escape likely. Almost there. Come on. Come on. Jeez. Ugh. Alright, I did it. that was the warm-up. That was me getting back into the swing of things. Certainly not the way I usually play, by which I mean I usually play, if anything, kind of worse. Oh, I got ejected from the elevator. It won't let me shoot people from in there. Confessional. That's not portentous. Alright. I will do my best to keep anybody from dying here. But I can't really make any guarantees. Because I'm not very good. Oh, come on. Really? Alright, well, case in point of me not being very good. Yeesh.
Nice ammo.
It's very dim here. Not the biggest fan. Alright, alright. Oh boy. Should have seen that coming. Man, a direct hit from one of those things is absolutely brutal. Alright. Well, I'm doing great, as you can tell. Running down my ammo for no reason. Getting mauled by turbo werewolves. What could possibly stop me? Oh boy.
In this room,
Nope.
eating your family members. That's fucked.
Alright, James. I didn't really catch what you were getting on about just there, but the Puppet Master is here. Okay. Oh, good. We've got the meat motif coming back.
Always need ammo.
Do always need ammo, don't we, James? Alright, well, I'm glad that this room at least had a lot of ammo in it. That's extremely useful. Blah. Alright, we got a green key. So let's make use of it. Boy, I don't like this room at all. What just happened? Holy blah. I think I may have found a bug. What is... I'm gonna reset to checkpoint and see what happens. Alright, it's a little ways back, but I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm gonna go kill this werewolf and just try all that again without hopefully getting the same weird lighting glitch.
I love the way you transport your next of kin.
Huh. Huh. Yeah. On a meat conveyor. Gross.
Ammo.
Alright. Well, that wasn't bad to have a little bit more ammo and resources. Let's try this again. Oh, you were still here. You just were hiding. Thanks for that. Let's try not to get werewolfed in the face this time. Be an improvement. All right. 0 werewolf as verb. Good deal. Okay. I think I got the ammo in here. Full up on stakes. See if I can't see if I can't get that puppeteer before he makes my life hard.
Point in this room. Eating family members.
Well, this is not working so far. Got him. Okay. Angel. Wow. That went way better than it had any right to. Not going to complain. Hopefully also not going to get a lighting glitch. I guess if it's an insurmountable glitch, I will switch to a different game. I guess I do stand corrected to Den's point. There are people on Tumblr who would not agree about getting werewolfed in the face being a bad thing. That is true. For my purposes, getting werewolfed in the face was bad, but yeah, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum.
Emma.
Alright. Tentatively, looks like we're not getting lighting glitched. Not a great set of levels for using the rifle, but I guess I need to start because I'm getting a lot of ammo for it. Alright.
So much.
You're free.
Our family was firmly embedded in the Victorian middle class. That's how we ended up in this manor. She had sisters, brothers, a home, and we lost it all.
Ah, I see. Yep, I knew it. Finally, this game taught me to check my corners. Took a while. It's a messy process, but it did convince me eventually. Oh, come on. I don't want to...
It was typhoid. Took the family down like a set of dominoes.
I guess typhoid does do that, doesn't it?
Can't hold one.
Guess the lighting system isn't going to let more light in through that door, really. Worth a try, I suppose. OPSEC indeed. Okay. Well, I heard that, even if I didn't see it, so... Where are we at? Oh, lighting glitch is back. That's good. That's good. I wonder what causes that. Just hit Q and see if I come out of it alive. Well, so far I'm not dead. Don't really know what's happening. Oh. Well, I got one-shotted there. This is basically resetting to checkpoint. Only now with the 2 pistols instead. And the enemy is still following me. Huh. That was bizarre. I guess maybe I backpedaled through the checkpoint at some point. This is, I guess, good comedy. Alright. Alright, the angel's here. Boy. Yeah, something weird happened with the checkpoint there. I guess let's
Stay for it. must have dominoes.
Oof. Alright. Let's see what happens with the lighting again. I do not like the sheet-covered shapes looming darkly in the background. That's something I'm not a fan of.
Ammo.
Alright, just making sure. Whew. Do appreciate this shotgun being just really good against those armor guys. Jeez, come on, man. Were you there the whole time? Did I just miss you somehow? All right.
I don't want to die
Yep.
here.
Sometimes my instincts are fine. Other times they're
Can't carry more.
a little more suspect. But in this case... All right.
Dad was a
So much.
Jenna became a breadwinner. You know the story.
Ugh. Gotta say, this game's use of fuzzy guitar and bass in its instrumental level soundtracks just really tickles the parts of my brain that light up when I appreciate
need more.
music. Boy. So I got the whole Victorian manor part from Janet's pass down. Where are we getting the meat from exactly? Did she work in a meat packing plant in order to be the breadwinner? Is that like where the meat comes from? I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be quite that on the nose, but it might be.
Always need ammo.
Never know, I suppose. Oh, there's more to this than I thought there would be left. Oh, here goes.
That explains the manner. That explains the pain. It doesn't explain the meat packer. What does one have to do with the other?
Alright, well, I'm glad that James is as confused as I am here. I assume it's going to be something a little bit like what I was speculating. But I'm also prepared to be wrong. Gross. Oh, come on. Where did you go this time? Ah, stop it. Oh, man, not you again. Arg. Oh, there's another puppet guy in here, isn't there? I don't think we get this many if there's not. Yeah. There you are. Oh, come on. Okay, I think I got him. What a mess. Okay. I'm not exactly going to relax, but at least I don't got 2 puppet guys in one room anymore. Gah. I am almost out of shotgun rounds, though. Alright. Didn't even hit the innocent. Yeah, let's use the strike breaker for our entry into this. What? Oh, come on. Ugh. Remembering to use my stakes a little bit more than I usually do.
Maybe it's me.
Huh. I'm gonna guess maybe not, but never know.
Thank God.
Oh, come on. Stake. Come on. Okay. Back this way. I'm sure I've got a gauntlet to fight through. Nope. Just straight in. There we go. No fight. Just in. Ooh. Ooh, cutscene.
Love you too. We're really gonna kill each other, aren't we?
Oof. I mean, I can't help but notice the manner in which Janet Draculai transports in and out of our elevator is very similar to the manner in which the bride enemies zip around. I think we may be back in motel, but slanty. Huh.
I don't think the light outside has been blue before.
I don't think it has. I think you're correct about that. Ooh. All right. Rocket science.
Always need ammo.
And pills. Don't forget the pills. They're helpful to you too. Ooh.
And there's the drop. Darkaway doesn't have to kill me if the void strains me in space first.
Oh, we're about to get murdered. Oh, those are homing. Good to know.
Me by. I can use this.
I've been fooled by the music before, but for now, groovy. Not at all tense.
I looked into the eye of something bigger than me. I looked into my heart and what heights it could reach. I looked into the lights of flashing stations nearby. I aimed right from the start. I continued to fly. I don't for comms when the universe speaks. I don't respond to hails if you stand against. Nice ammo. Against the skin of the fabric of being. I am a notice of purpose. I am a missile of meaning.
I'm a little nervous about how much they're loading me up on goodies here. That feels portentous. All right. Well,
Finally.
couple of repeater rounds. Not a bad thing.
It's just me.
Okay. I don't even see a platforming option, so maybe there's... Ah, yes. There is. Come on. Ah, heck. Okay, I don't think they know where I am yet. So I'm gonna just take a bunch of pills real quick. Oh, come on! The gravity stuff is gonna mess with me a fair bit, I think. Okay. I think I'm doing alright. Oh no, the lighting glitch is back. Alright, I think this is gonna have to be the point at which I switch over to something. Alright, I'm watching my stakes go down, and now I'm out of stakes, so I think I'm probably... Let's see how long I can last. I can kind of see myself in the corner of the screen sometimes, but... Yeah. We died. Alright. I'm not going to give up on El Paso Elsewhere entirely for streaming, but I am going to have to switch over a bit here. So give me just a minute. I'm going to sort of mute myself. You'll probably see some changing around a little bit. And I will figure out what I will be doing for the rest of the stream, and that'll give me some time to troubleshoot in between this one and the next one, see if there's anything known about this particular glitch and ways to avoid or fix it. All right, so be right back. Okay. As you may be able to tell from the music and the weight card that I put together while you were watching, I am going to jump back into Sunless Sea here in just a moment. I'll have to get it set up to show everything in the right spots and whatnot. So we'll get into the main menu and kind of wait there for a moment. You'll probably see some black screen. Sorry for the interruption and the change up, especially if anybody is watching this in the VODs on YouTube. That's going to be weird. But, you know, weird's not so bad. Not the worst thing that could happen. Okay. Little manual fade out there, and then let's get the other guy launched, so to speak. We'll probably get audio before we get video. All right. I think we're pretty much where we need to be. Indeed, not as bad as a werewolf to the face. Let me get caught up on chat since I haven't really been paying attention. Hello, Draskarice. Nice to have you. The Parsec thing, I think, actually even predates the Solo movie in reference to the lyrics of the song in the last little bit of El Paso Elsewhere that we got. I could read those lyrics as two only tangentially related statements. I can feel time, and then also 10 million parsecs passing me by, as like, you know, the ways that like miles pass you by on the highway. But I was aware of the weird justification for the Kessel Run being done in less than 10 parsecs. Star Wars is almost as silly as its diehard kind of nerd fans. All right. So this is Sunless Sea. This will be the sort of picking up with our second captain. I did my sort of early stream tests in Sunless Sea with the Submariner expansion also in there, which is why we have the underwater start screen here. But we should be picking up in Vinterbite. Sorry, I was paying attention to the chat. You are not being attacked by any intent, Den. I mark a distinction between people who enjoy Star Wars and people who get hostile about Star Wars related things, and I was attempting, however clumsily, to refer to the second group, the people who make it difficult to enjoy what otherwise would be a delightfully pulpy set of adventures. It's that group of fans and J.J. Abrams for my lights. But to finish my thought a moment ago, we played through a whole captain in Sunless Sea, an ill-named captain who deserved everything that happened to her, who sank to the bottom of the sea without having accomplished too much, but did help me get back into the swing of things. And then I made a successor to that first captain and sailed them just to sort of the first port of call north of Fallen London in Venderbite, where the tomb colonists go. I think that's where we left off. I'm about to find out once I load the game. And then, yeah, I'll just play this until it comes time for me to wind down. And hopefully next time I will have sorted out the El Paso Elsewhere lighting bug. So let's grab our autosave here and go. Our loading screen tip is the Untersee does not forgive, and it will not forgive you. And I know. In case anyone has forgotten or is only just joining us, I do try to do voices for the various dialogue and things. This is a very text-heavy game. I have no guarantee. I make no guarantee that it will be good voice work, but I try to do the voice work for fun. So let's get caught up on ourselves here. Just a moment. Okay. We've got our Blemmigan Gallivanter as a mascot and our Sly Navigator for our first officer. We are named Toheel in deference to the bats that ended our last ill-named captain. We are in Venderbite, and we have very basic sort of starting things. We've gotten just a couple of port reports. We have our Whisper-locked puzzle box from connecting our account to Fallen London, the browser game that pioneered this setting. And we appear to have already picked up the Neathbow sort of mega quest, if you will, from Venderbite for the, what is it, curator of the something or other. I have kind of forgotten. We stopped at Hunter's Keep, so we are sojourning with the sisters. One captain has died. It'll keep track for us. We were a poet, and we're currently staying in the rooms above the Blind Helmsman in London when we're back there. We want to become London's most venerated explorer. We have an Admiralty commission to retrieve strategic information from Gators Mourn in the Corsair Forest, which is dangerous, but we will try. And we have been asked to bring wine to Venderbite. Just what precisely is their problem? We have Storm's attention, one of the three gods of the Sea. We welcomed a stranger aboard our ship, which may have consequences. We've got somebody seeking passage on board. We're knowledgeable about submarines, have only a little terror. The Fate of Needles. Bound for Station 3 with the anxious university student. So we're headed to Station 3 for research purposes, I believe. And we are able to eventually get a submarine. We also have our comatose ferret. Mostly it's immobile, occasionally it's feral. Our starting mascot who does not have the kind of stat game that our Blemmigan Gallivanter has. So I guess our comatose ferret can be even more comatose than before. All right. I often forget that you can get a ship here, a Lacothia class steam yacht, which would actually be a pretty big improvement, but it requires the deed to a steam yacht, which I don't remember how to get because it's been a good long while since I played this. Don't think we have anything really that we can do in Venderbite, so let's check our chart. We haven't gotten much. We've just been to Hunter's Keep and Venderbite, and we've got to find Corsair's Forest and Gator's Mourn to get our strategic information, which is going to be a nice big windfall for us if we can and can survive. Plus, we don't want to go too much further north because we start running into Lifebergs, which are bad. And catching up on chat here, no need to apologize for memeing Den. I certainly didn't mean to give offense, and I'm glad to know that I did not. Meme away unapologetically. All right, let's be off. And hopefully to many successes and happy returns for Toheel here. If ever I do have a particularly successful, like, retired run with this, or maybe if I just get tired of it, I'll also do some Sunless Skies or maybe some Mask of the Rose as interstitials as well. I like the idea of sort of tagging up in between other games with Fallen London things. I'm also going to do my best to be cognizant of how often I am pulling up the chart while I'm navigating, because I know that probably doesn't make for extra specially good video content, but no promises. I also like that my little PNG tube boy is not quite as in the way as he has been in the past. I won't mess with him too much currently. Ooh, did we already find the salt lions? Oh, that's so good. Zealport discovered. Oh, I'm so glad. Salt lions. There is a vast sorrow in their empty eyes. 2 basalt beasts, cathedral-sized. They frown eternally at each other across the black waves. The north one carries an encampment. Creeping human figures eat away at its features like rot, picking. There's a supply dock below. So we can visit the unmakers with our Something Awaits You import. Muscular pick-wielders rest on camp stools watching you approach, passing hip flasks around. An unctuous overseer beckons you to sit, sorry. We can also potentially carry Sphinx Stone to London. The unmakers are here to reduce the salt lions to rubble, 1 block at a time. Help them in their work by carrying rubble back to London. That's what I want to do eventually. And we can compile a port report. Time, basalt, and dissolution. I have to have enough money to buy the Sphinx Stone, unfortunately, which I do not currently have. But let's go ahead and compile a port report. Notes for the Admiralty. Record the activities of the unmakers, such as they are. Rite of Stone and Silence. And then there's no reason not to visit the unctuous overseer. Fungal... Boy, I don't know that word. Tasana? I don't know. I can never tell how English people are going to pronounce something that's clearly not originating in English. If I remember to, I'll look it up. Anyway, fungal that and tea cakes. We get funding from the bazaar, it's true, but Station 4, I wouldn't call us Station 4. It's a little grandiose. The stones are stuffed with secrets, but most of them are used as garden statuary or occult ballast. Most of them. Some go down to the places under the bazaar. More tea cakes? We lost some terror and gained a fragment, which is not a bad thing. It's tea that's not made of leaves. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. As a not huge tea drinker, it is perhaps not surprising that I was unfamiliar. All right, no shops here. But now they're on our map, and we can come back when we have the echoes for it. Tisane? Good to know. Thank you, Drask. Herbal tea is really Tisane. Well, turns out I've probably had more Tisane than tea in my life. All right, let's have a look at our chart. Probably Gatorsmorn is going to be somewhere south and maybe east of here. So let's see about that. And in a pinch, anything that can sell us supplies and fuel. Oh, I do like this game. It would be misleading to call it relaxing, but it is chill in a way. It's a less manic terror. Hey, looks like I'm going to luck into Corsair's Forest if I am not mistaken with that stalagmite there. Tea is a plant, so tea is only tea if it's made from tea. That tracks. Why am I suddenly... that was not comforting. Ah. I don't really want to fight a crack steam pirate pinnace or whatever this is, a crack pirate frigate. Neither of those sound like a good time to me. Oh, torpedoes. That's good. Love being targeted by torpedoes. Firing solutions have been set back by being staggered. Well, I don't have any firing solutions right now. Let's just see if I can get to the dock here before I get any more damage. Fortunately, it was not extremely efficient at damaging me. Yeah, welcome to Corsair's Forest indeed. Step carefully, Gators mourn. The Morn is a stalagmite, vast as a crag, and its foot has no safe harbors. The Corsair's citadel nestles halfway up. An intricate system of winches takes the strain, and your ship rises slowly from the Z. Her hull creaks in protest. Grizzled sailors groan and cling to stanchions. Higher, higher. Now the Untersee shimmers like glass below. Children clambering in crevices cheer and wave alarmingly. The winch motor slows, and you hang in a cradle next to a red-bowed pirate cutter. Don't think we're going to be doing an evening at the Errant Limpet. We don't have the veils for it. A drinking den by the dock cradles is a good place for your crew to find companionship and let off steam, but although Gators Morn is a free port, the Corsairs prefer their own and look askance at respectable Londoners. We can explore the Morn. There's a surprising quantity of actual landscape on the Morn. It's vertical, admittedly, but once you find the beast paths and urchin roads, you can traverse it as you would a rocky moor, with an additional throatful of lurching terror. A drinking den is pretty rare, actually. Quoth den. Very good to know, very fun. Let's see. We can get our strategic information by paying for it. Just 5 echoes, probably good to do that, because I don't think I'm going to be able to fight anybody about it. We don't have any Blemmigans, nor any ill-gotten gains. We can overhear rumors, and we can try to get a port report. It's a tough challenge, so I think we're probably going to lose some crew if we do that, but it may be worth it. Let's first pay for our information. Admiralty sent you. Price has gone up. It's not safe here. You'll pay the difference, won't you? A grin. You're a generous soul. You'd have your reward on the other side of the river one day. And here's a little reward for now. Good sailing to you. The report is barely legible. Perhaps that's part of the code. The Admiralty will know. And we've got our strategic information. Now, let's see about... Let's go ahead and get our port report. We failed a challenge. So, Gators Morn swarms with pirates, smugglers, and captains of uncertain allegiance. You could learn a lot here, but you'll need to go carefully. A dislike of spies. You and one of your more villainous-looking sailors join a dice game. Villainous-looking, but you know for a fact that she tithes to charity and has a delightful singing voice. The topic turns promisingly to pillage and ambush, but your sailor is a little too forward with her questions. There's a scuffle and a stabbing. You escape. She does not. Yeah. If I get the opportunity, I'll tithe to charity on her behalf. Well, tithe implies 10%. I will donate to charity. And let's overhear rumors of a pirate poet. Landlubbers fear pirates. Pirates fear the poet. Lies, nonsense, glimmers. Some say she's a clayman who freed herself with the power of verse. Possible. Others insist she's the personal muse of the king with the 100 hearts. Unlikely. One claims she sails on a living ship made of the still screaming skulls of her victims. More sober voices mutter that no, it's just an Alcaius-class vessel. Whatever the truths, few have fought her and survived to tell the tale. Only the bravest captains risk the lonely parts of the Z where her flag is set to fly. And we're just, I think, not going to use our... Well, we can explore the Morn. That way we'll use our something awaits you in port. A patriotic dispute. You come across a crew of Chelanet hunters exchanging heated insults with a Khanate privateer. It looks likely to end in blood. Drask, you are correct. The pirate poet is delightful. And hopefully, eventually, if only through the VODs, I can share her with one and all. So let's see. We can side with the Kaganians. They may be foreign, but at least they're halfway sophisticated, which is a tough iron challenge. You can side with the Chelonians. They may be uncouth, but at least they're brave, which is a very chancy iron challenge. We can raise our own flag. The Chelonians are savage ghouls who live in a dead turtle. The Kaganians are decadent cowards who can't hold a kingdom together. London is the sole bright light of civilization in the Neath. Perhaps you should point these things out. I think maybe I shouldn't. Den has asked, did they kill the turtle? I think that they just arrived in the turtle's remains, but I haven't been to the Chelanet in quite a long time, so I can't be 100% certain. But I'm reasonably sure that they just live in the remains. I don't think they were responsible for its demise, is my recollection. I'll flip a coin siding with the Chelonians. Tohil seems like he would take chances. Victory! With battle screams and razor-tipped harpoons and your help, the Chelonians rout the Khanate privateers. The swaggering huntress who leads them claps you on the back. Well fought for a Londoner. Come to the Carrion Sea sometime. We'll roast a sea serpent for you. She drops a saw-edged bone token into your hand and blows you a kiss. All right, so I've got favors, a whalebone token. You've made friends among the beast slayers of the Chelanet. So if I ever do manage to get all the way over to the Chelanet, and I hope I do, I should be greeted there a little bit more warmly. Let's see. Yes, Den has observed the differences in the different scenarios for living in a dead turtle. If they found it and just said good home, that's different from killing it and making it their home, or making it their home and in doing so killing it. I believe we can rule out the last one entirely, and I'm going to put my chips on it being just found the carcass of the turtle. And I will eat that crow if proved wrong. They don't really have a shipyard. They do have some shops, though, which charge a little bit of a premium, unfortunately. I'm a little lower on fuel than I'd like, but I can really probably just head on back to London for now. It's not been a long voyage, but I can get better prices on fuel and supplies there. Get a couple of repairs, turn in my strategic information, and maybe get another commission from the Admiralty. And yes, I would agree, Den, that eating corvids is not encouraged. But, sometimes if you're wrong enough, you've got to do some unpleasant things anyway. All right, what's my bearing to get back? Kind of west-southwest-ish. All right. Try to go around the other side of the Morn so that I don't get obliterated by torpedoes. Let's see how it goes. Discovered Eakin Rock. Why is that rock Eakin? It's easily startled, I guessed. Oh, come on. I forget. Hopefully it's stuck. If the rock is a eakin', don't come a sneakin'. For what it's worth, I don't think I would come a sneakin' if I saw a rock a rock a eakin'. Boy, that's hard to say out loud. Thornwell Croft, huh? This is Mutton Island, I believe. All right. I think I just got spotted, but not pursued. All right, we're going to maybe pause here just in case they have useful supplies on our way back toward London. Right, sheep, lichen, standing stones. Course, the bearded watchman tells you. There's no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed, it's just the name of the gentleman that found the islands. Greybeard, sitting in the village square, nods solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tales. Ask us anything. So we could picnic at the Standing Stones, which I don't think we need to do. Could get tales of the Standing Stones. The bearded villagers are happy to talk about the local sites. Well, site. Tales of the three graves, who sleeps beneath the surf over on that island to the northwest. Tales of Thornwell Croft. What about that isle to the north, the one that isn't bridged? Tales about the rest of the Z. Don't have the required supplies and mushroom wine for that. Compile a port report. Oh, yes, my yes. There's been goings on, which I'll definitely do. And I'm so excited. Engage an officer, the sigil-ridden navigator. Let me guide your ship. I know all the Z, how it was, how it will be. Please, the headaches only stop when I'm working. What does it cost? 50? Well worth it. All right, so let's compile the port report. In the bleak light of the false stars, surface roiling like a porridge pot, up with aurora, steam, and a flash of fire, 3 windows swimming, tentacles, and then we saw His Highness. There's rather a lot of this material. Something has happened, or so somebody claimed. And then let's grab ourselves the sigil-ridden navigator, also a first officer. Relief. Thank you. The nonsense here is a distraction for a while, but only the Z can help me now. Ah, my God, the air. It's clearer already. Let me chart a course for you. Ah, my head. So we are lower in echoes than I like to be, but we do have a sigil-ridden navigator. Has that tattoo grown since you last looked? And boy, howdy do I like him. Mirrors +6, veils +3. The slide navigator can just kind of rest, put his feet up a little bit. Let's go ahead and speak to our sigil-ridden navigator. Yes, now it's good. Thank you. We could invite him to dine with us. Maybe when we have a little bit more supplies. And we could see about getting his help in increasing our mirrors, which we might do one day. Wanted to get a better look at the tattoo on his head. I didn't go for a face tattoo when I got a correspondence sigil tattoo myself. And I like my sigil better, but, kindred spirits. All right, they do have some provisioners who are a little less extortionate. So I'm going to just buy the 1 fuel insurance to get home. And let's use our something awaits you to maybe ask about Thornwell Croft. What about the isle to the north, the one that isn't bridged? The wrong kind of people. The ones that farm up there, they're us, me and you. All the other versions of us. One with a trick leg, one that married his cousin, one that was buried alive. Characters out of another history. They're waiting up there and plotting, gathering allies, waiting to make their history ours. So don't go there. You won't find them anyways, being that they hides in the barn. That's not a comforting story. But we did get a memory of distant shores. The university and the tomb colonies, they'll pay well for stories of far lands. All right. Looks like we can go more or less due west to get back to London. So let's do that. And maybe not run out of fuel and supplies on the way. Shepherd's Wash, at least, is usually not too threatening, he said, dooming himself. Yeah, okay, see the jelly floor. Couple more hits and it should be... Oh, no, don't do that. I have to be able to face you to hit you. There we go. I don't think that actually hit me. I think it fudged. Alright. Well, we took damage, but we did triumph. Let's see. Jellyfloor's End. The Jellyfloor. Is a young jellyfish a lesser subspecies? Do the dreams of jellyfish become real? In any case, now it's a sad slick of goo dissolving into the Z. I feel like I let it disperse last time, which is kind of fun and interesting, but this time let me see about scooping it up. Perhaps you can eat it. Better yet, perhaps your sailors can. A barrel of former jellyfish. It will wait in the hold like a cup of dissolved moon. One day you will eat it, or perhaps it will eat you. These writers, they have fun. All right. Let's send a bat out. Bonnie Reefs is some distance to the northwest. Click to mark on your chart. Nope. Discovered Bonnie Reefs. Here the wilder airs mingle with the airs of near reaches. Demo's Gate, named for a navigator lost above. How did his bones come below? Been forgetting to read the... Oh, come on. I don't need to fight an Alcaius-class corvette. We discovered the Iron and Misery funging station. And are pretty damaged, and I don't love it. Our fuel reserves are empty. That's good. We should make it to the Iron and Misery co-funging station before we get dead. Okay. Whew. Take a breath. A fervid forest of fungus. That's why I stumble over my words so much when I'm reading this prose, is that it's very alliterative and tongue-twisty. All right. I think we may be able to buy something here. We'll see. Iron and Misery Company funging station. I&M has a funger operation here, felling giant bulligus shrooms for building materials, harvesting curly for its medicinal properties. It's a desperate little outpost of something like civilization. Up puffs the affable factor. Oh, hello, Captain. Thank God for visitors. We'd all go quite mad out here otherwise. Quite mad. How can we be of assistance? So, let's see. I can explore the island, have tea with the factor, accept a volunteer, compile a port report, and gather supplies. So let's go ahead and definitely compile our port report. The Admiralty likes to keep an eye on the Iron and Misery's activities. The business of spores. Of course, I&M's activities here don't seem that interesting. Nevertheless, record what you can. And let's have tea with the factor. An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the factor's house, looking out over the fungal jungle, an expanse of green and sour gold. The air is thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale, even the tea has a hint of mildew. But the factor is good company. He shares odd stories about the ice and roses of Irem, the monstrosities of the Sea of Lilies, and a little restaurant in Venderbite where he enjoyed the most extraordinary seafood. Venderbite, I know. I never met a tomb colonist who could cook, but you must visit the place. Do you know it? He also has a load of bulligus frond carted aboard your ship. He waves away your thanks. I've eaten so much of this stuff I fear I might be transformed entirely into fungus. He leans confidentially towards you. It happens, you know, but one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. We lost some terror, gained some fragments and some supplies, and we've been told of an exceptionally fine restaurant in Vinderbite. All right. Does have harbor provisioners. Good. Because we need some harbor provisions. Namely, we need fuel. Don't really want to buy more, but I probably kind of need to. So we are as strapped as we're ever likely to be. We'll see if we can turn it around. Not super optimistic about it, but yeah, you never know. And we could try gathering supplies. Some of the island's fungus is good to eat. Some is poisonous, hallucinogenic, or mischievous. Good luck. But it's a little better than a coin flip, and we don't have that much to lose at this point, so we were fortunate. Some of the island's... I already read that part. We gained some more supplies, as well as 2 terror, so it's kind of a wash on terror, but we're up supplies quite a bit. All right. Guess we could do that over and over again if we wanted to. Don't feel like I need to keep flipping the coin. Then again, we have plenty of hold space and supplies that we get here, supplies that we don't have to buy, and we could at least maybe see what happens when you're unlucky. Spores lie... Sorry, a thug of dread. The spores lie thick on your face. They coat your tongues. One crewman begins to whimper. Oh, Christ, he says. They reached my heart. I think I'll be harvest yet. Harvest yet. You have to drag him back to the ship before he's calm again. So he gained 5 terror that way, which is, you know, not the end of the world. We could weather 5 more. Fuck is a very good word, as Draskus pointed out. I'm going to do it one more time, see what comes up. Yeah, same. All right, we won't go overboard there. All right, let's let this boat maybe... Nope, it's not really gonna go away. Yeah, starting to. Nope, just orbiting a buoy, huh? Well, I can't stay here forever either. My hunger does go up slightly while we chill in port, so I'm just gonna make a run for it. Discover Moody's Light. All right, let's see. We can angle a little bit more north. Ten says, don't go foraging with an AI forage guide. You'll get the thug. Good advice. I'd say AI is going to be a pretty terrible guide to pretty much everything. Not, do like the idea that a fungal fog being fug. It's good. A pirate steam pinnace. Well, that one we could probably win if we were in better shape. Light ship, far from home. Its clear, bright beam warms the way. We could speak to the crew because they long for news of home, or purchase fuel. They have little to spare, but it's twice the usual price. That's what I've been paying for it, honestly. We can use our recent news before we go get some more. And lose 5 terror, as well as gain a Z story. Tea beneath the light. In the bleaching glare of the lens, among the smells of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. The Z's terror recedes. And the Z story. Strange truths are told of the waves and what lies beneath. The lies are even stranger. Den has correctly pointed out that if you do forage for mushrooms with an AI forage guide, you'll probably only eat the mushrooms it says are edible, one time due to the, poison. That has been a thing I have seen reports of actually being in forage guides that have embraced AI as potentially lethal fungal advice. All right. I will admit, when I first played this game, I was scared of these abysses because they just look deep and dark and they're called abysses. And I was like, whoa. Once the Submariner DLC came out and you could actually go visit them, I lost sleep over them. Deep underground things are always terrifying, and if you add them being underwater, doubly so. Not comforting at all. All right. Here we are. The music of Wolfstack Docks. Ooh, we made it. We're not dead. All right. Let's see. The Labyrinth of Tigers. Not too much that we can do here. London. Let's visit the Admiralty's office. Since we have a commission for them, it's a good place to start, and we can turn in some port reports. We don't have a ton, but we can turn in the ones we got. Let's see. Strategic information. What's that? Indeed, indeed. I'll send you up directly to speak to the Admiral himself. The dark spectacled Admiral. You're ushered into his office off Mansion's Pyre, a cramped room with a vast desk. He surveys you across that desk. Ah, yes, the merchant captain of whom we hear such complicated things. So, let us pass along some strategic information. The Admiral sits up, although he steeples his fingers and pretends calm. Invisible eyes. He's hard to read with those glasses, but he reads the summary intently. Satisfactory, he says at last. Eminently satisfactory, actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. The clerk will see you paid. We got 150 echoes and 1 Admiralty's favor. So let's see if there's anything else. Get another commission. Well, if I can be assured of your discretion. This port. Speak to our agent there and return. We'll see that you're rewarded. So retrieving strategic information from the Cumaean Canal along coast south from London. That's easy enough to get to. Just gotta have enough fuel. Let's go ahead and submit our port reports. And what is day-to-day like on those farther shores? So let's see. Gator's Morn. You have something to tell us about the pirate fleets of the forest? Got 30 echoes for... Oh, and some fuel. That's right. Admiralty's favor. When you get... turn in your first port report to any given place, you get more rewards than subsequent port reports. They're always, you know, a little profitable, but they're never as profitable as they are the first time. Hunter's Keep. I trust the sisters are keeping well. They are citizens of Her Enduring Majesty, notionally. Excellent. Venderbite. What have the nearly dead been up to then? We're now in the ballpark of being able to haul Sphinx Stone, which is nice. Let's go ahead. The Salt Lions. The Bazaar has always taken an interest in that place. Excellent. Demo. You've been to Demo's Gate. Okay, so now it's just, do we want to take the 21% chance of submitting the Shepherd Isles port report as fact, or the sure thing of submitting it as hearsay? Think maybe if I come back later with another port report and better veils, we'll try the better veils then. But for now, I think we're going to just do unsubstantiated hearsay. We do hear some unlikely tales of that place. Friendly scoffing. I agree, it does seem implausible. So many of the stories from that place do. Still, there's a little gold of truth in the mud of rumor from time to time. Your payment, Captain. Only 10 echoes, but that's okay. I think we're good for the Admiralty. We can visit the university. To give a secret to start that off. We could carouse in Wolfstack Docks, which would help with our terror. Hire on more crew, put ship in dry dock. We don't have a new recruit waiting for us currently. But let's see about repairing our ship, because we are at 34 out of 75. 100 echoes for completely repair your hull. Admiralty yards is 25, and 3 Admiralty's favor, which may be worth it. We can employ some Ratus Faber for a 70% chance at maybe repairing some of our hull. Honestly, that's more expensive than the Admiralty yards. So let's call in some of our Admiralty favors to have cheap, good quality work done on our ship. Boom. And let's see. Let's hit up our lodgings. Could do with a restful night, I think. Lost one terror. Got a restful night. The rats keep you awake of nights with their muttering and skirmishing, but the bed is warm and the door has a lock. Skirmishing. Do you like that? Read the morning papers. The Unexpurgated Gazette, magazine formerly known as the London Magazine, the Spiteful Trumpeter. News. News from abroad. The Khanate is threatening war. They always are. London's colonies on the Carnelian coast want independence. They always do. The Untersee, the paper's report, has undergone another alteration. No, it hasn't. Not yet. You'd know. Oh, a promotional coupon from Mrs. Plenty's Provisioners for a half cask of salt herring. You could use that. So I lost another terror and gained 1 supplies, as well as some recent news. Not too bad. Could probably lose more terror from carousing in Wolfstack Docks, but it's not free. It might also get me another crew member, though. Leave the Blind Bruiser alone for the moment, as that's some pretty high-pressure stuff. Maybe he'll linger. Let's visit the university. The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, Z specimens, and other tidbits of esoteric lore. Provide a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry. Go. Quite impressed. Oh, yes, the university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh, yes, this is quite the tasty one. Let me explain it to you. He explains, teeth glinting. We have favors antiquarian and gained 1 pages for our secret. Not too shabby. The alarming scholar. We definitely encountered last time. Interesting. I don't think I need to give up any of my stuff, so let me take a sip of water and then read the flavor text here and see what we can talk about. The alarming scholar is mercurial, to say the least, a creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth. Possibly her. Is it her? Appointment as University Maritime Liaison was precautionary, to keep his razor-sharp enthusiasm from causing too many injuries in the faculty. Ah, yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? So, we could trade various knowledge things to them, but I think what I particularly want to do currently is ask the scholar about the whisper-locked box. Cobweb lights, silver tumblers will align if the words are right. But what are the words? Perhaps the makers of the box will know. I have an idea where it's from, but it's a long way there, and I may be wrong, so perhaps I rather like the box. Perhaps you should simply sell it to me. Politely refuse, and ask his advice. Let's do that one. I want to open this thing. Irem might say the Iremi like locks. They like puzzles. They can make things that are honestly implausible. Their cities perched on Parabolas rim like a hummingbird on the finger of a god. Go to Irem. Perhaps they can open it for you. Perhaps they can tell you how. So that gives us some guidance there. I would not be surprised, Den, to find that the scholar uses Zir Zim pronouns. I I will have gone to Irem. All right, let's see. The shops need to make sure we lay in enough supplies, although we're actually doing pretty good after all those port reports. Don't think we have much of anything to sell, really. Yeah, not so much. But and not enough money to buy anything really worthwhile. If we're trying to get to Irem eventually, the my mind went blank. Well, the salt lions are kind of in the right direction, but they take up a lot of hold space. So I'll buy a couple of fuel and away we go. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't want to carouse if it's going to put me under 200. I'll be all right. Famous last words. All right, let's see if we can't swing by Hunter's Keep and then directly up to the Salt Lions and start building up a little bit of a nest egg for getting a new ship. That'll help us get to Irem and to Station 3 as well, which I believe we also have cause to visit. And it'll fill in a little bit of our chart. The animation on the little bat silhouettes is so fluid that it sometimes tricks me into thinking that I have a bug on my screen. Fortunately, as far as I can tell, I do not have a bug on my screen. Music in this game is so good. Perfect timing. A hump of dark rock, swathed in mist, like 100 other Untizzy islands. But here's a grand house. Windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the fall starlight, raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Let's reconnoiter the island. Plunging cliffs, soft green lawns, as a well tucked away in the fold of the grounds. Anything else? The sea's silence. Ships rarely come here. Nothing changes, even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle, the house and the sisters. But the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. And then we should lunch. Let's see, with it's Cynthia this time, I think. Cynthia is the eldest, melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder, an axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. Boy, ain't that the truth. So we gained one terror, one tale of terror, which is probably a good trade-off. Some supplies. Lost 20 hunger. Didn't get any iron, because it was high enough already. But we got Salt's attention. So that's fun. Nice little way to start off any given voyage. Sojourning with the sisters, as it were. All right, let's cut straight across to some salt lions here, and maybe we can just cut straight back. We don't run into trouble. Probably still be quite profitable. Dust, echoes, even a sepia tint to the air. These are the waters around the tomb colonies. A baked breeze rises, the improbable scent of stone out of some distant desert. You're close to the salt lions. Think we can... Yeah, I don't think we want to try to beat a crab. I would like to get gone, please. They just have a lot of hit points, you know? Not super interested. Not until I can upgrade some gear anyway. But we made it to Zealport. We filled in some of our chart here. Now you can't do these forever, but they are a good way if you can find the salt lions in time to get some early cash. Oh boy, I did forget what having Salt's attention does here. Oof, okay. Well, let's get our port report. Nothing new there. Salt's writes, the face of the northern sphinx is all but gone. Lost faces are sacred to Salt, they say. You're drawn there. To what end? Salt's voice is distant, but clear. I mean, no more than 0 extraordinary implications. We're not defiant. We have something awaits you in port. We have Salt's attention. I think I would be remiss not to perform Salt's rites when I have the opportunity to. Into the Z. Dive from the Sphinx's face down a clean arc into the Z's chilly darkness. Float there in the quiet until your lungs are bursting, until light blooms behind your eyes. Rise gasping to the prickle of false stars, the shocked faces of your crew. You've brought something with you. We gained 7 terror, lost Salt's attention, but we did gain an extraordinary implication. How can such a thing be? Who but you could understand what it means? It's a really good game. I like it a lot. All right, let's buy ourselves some Sphinx Stone and then head back to London. See what we can do there. Should have well more than 20 units of cargo space. If the stones weep, an unmaker advises you, ignore them. Unless they flood your hold, of course, then you should probably drop them overboard. Don't tell anyone I said that. So we now have 20 Sphinx Stone and 6 Echoes. So the Unmakers have smashed these sad and rubbly remnants off the flanks of a Salt Lion. A contact in London will purchase them. All right. Let's head back to London and maybe avoid the Western Angler Crab by going around the backside of the Southern Lion. We've got the supplies and fuel for it. Azela raises her head, sniffs sharply. Blood on the wind. All right. Send our bat out for funsies. There's something underwater some distance to the southeast. Well, that's not going to be immensely helpful to me right this moment. A soft wind from the east, the impossible scent of pine, and another Western Angler Crab. Could turn off my light to try and evade it a little bit better, but I think I'm probably going to escape it. could stop at Hunter's Keep, but I think it's going to be to my advantage to have something awaits you in port when I hit London. Certainly not being optimal in my voyaging at this stage. For instance, I left with recent news and came back with recent news, but it's kind of okay. Optimal play is not exactly something I aim for or find worthwhile. Where is everyone? Where'd they go? They're here. They're here. You're not alone. This game definitely understands how I would be if I was at sea at night. Right, we're back. An inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for the Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry are looking for those. Our option here is nothing to hide. You shrug and invite them to search your ship as thoroughly as they would like. I don't have a firkin of red honey. I don't have any gifts for the Pirate King. I don't have any files of red honey, so I can just invite them to search. They leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed decks and take great pleasure in tangling the rigging. They find nothing more dangerous than a moldy ship's biscuit. ACAB includes the Ministry of Public Decency. Returning to London. Lights of London welcome you home. Can collect our messages from the Harbor Master because we don't have the highest terror in the world. Something has changed underneath. Someone wants to sign on. I have another day, a free evening, and the Rose Market bustles on Roser's Wharf. Who will be there today? Let's see. We've got quite a few options here. Consider a specialist surgeon. She's staying at a respectable boarding house near the docks and has made it known that she's available for work. I specialize in amputations. It's easy to acquire unwanted appendages at Z. We can employ the Clattery Air if indeed we can afford her. Her talents could well be employed on our ship. Drask, it seems like maybe you have some experience with unwanted appendages acquired at Z. All right, let's see. Not our lodgings. London. Deliver Sphinx Stone. Special constables, black uniforms, distinctive caps, the badge of the Ministry of Public Decency, wait with a cart. I stand corrected. Drask has told me that you have to pay premium currency for the opportunity to get a noodly appendage. All right, let's deliver our Sphinx Stone. Sign. 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 Here's a receipt. Here's a discretion contract. Here's a penalty contract. Your vision is blurred by the end of it all. The cart rumbles off into the coiling fog. Here's your reward. 500 echoes. So you profit 300 on every load of Sphinx Stone, and we lost some terror as well, and have delivered some Sphinx Stone. So yeah, we're doing a little better than perhaps we were before. Let's see. Shift, make some noise, some creaky noises here on my end. Now we probably should have enough to hire the Clattery Air and then some. So let's do that. Welcome aboard. She comes with a bag full of knives and her own personal sharpening stone. Don't touch these. Don't let anyone else touch them. Appoint your new officer, etc., etc. The Clattery Air, an expert in amputations. So let's go to our officers page and appoint our surgeon. We have +1 doctor aboard, +6 hearts, and +6 iron. So we're moving up in the world. Spending a lot of the money that we make, but not for nothing, you know? Unfortunately, we're not particularly close to having enough to get rid of our Ligae class steamer here. It's not, I don't think, really useful to side grade into the Lamped class cutter. Less hull capacity, less hull, lighter, less crew, but you really want to get one of these, the Corvette or the cruiser. I did once get all the way up to the Dreadnought, and had an engine in it that obviated some of the disadvantages. But spent a lot of time in the frigate. It's a good one, but it takes a minute to get 14,000 echoes to spare, plus being able to outfit it effectively. We got one port report. Where did there we go. Oh, two. Salt Lions. Right. Not doing too shabby here. Our terror has gotten to a point where we probably do want to do something about it. We could offer the scholar an extraordinary implication, but I think we maybe want to hang on to it for now. I think they can be used in a couple of useful places elsewhere. We're not in desperate need of the money. Let's check what Roser's Wharf has for us. Nothing we super need. Can go carousing. Let's go carousing. 10 echoes, not too shabby. A marvelous night out. Sea shanties, fine food, the warmth of a pub fire, and something more. Lost 5 terror, 10 echoes, got recent news, we already had it, lost our free evening. Trouble and romance. That night in Wolfstack, you find yourself sharing a table with... We were partway through, I believe, a carrying on with the dapper chap last time. And the likely lass is there as well. I think I've seen both before, but not in a while. I think I'm actually going to go with someone whose name you do not afterwards recall. Your only love is the Z. You'll take comfort where you can find it, but that's all it is. Because it gets us a little bit more terror out, and won't necessarily get super in the way if we decide to get chummy with some of our crew later on. I got my eye on the Blemmigan. A relaxing evening. Together, you exercise the chill of the Neath. When you wake, you're alone, but that's how you've always preferred it. And our terror is commensurately reduced. Don't think I really want to try and recruit anybody just now. Nothing I really need to do in my quarters. Let's see about the shops. Don't really have anything to sell here. I guess I could start carrying some mushroom wine just in case. It's useful in a few places. Naval surplus. Let's actually look and see, because the thing that I messed up last time is when I spent money on stuff, I bought forward and aft weapons that I can't fit on this ship. Has to be deck, auxiliary, bridge, and engine are the only things that we can really mess with. So we do have the money if we want to upgrade our gun. See, this is a forward weapon, not a deck weapon. That's an aft weapon. Forward weapon. Forward weapon. We could get an upgrade to our deck weapon. That is true. But, oh, this is the one we already have, I guess. Is that right? Yeah. Cottrell and Heather Sage Reproach. Dang. I guess I had already upgraded. Didn't realize it. Caminus Yards is not likely to have anything we can afford. Iron and Misery Company starts a little above. I guess if we sold our current engine, we could afford the next best engine, which is an upgrade of 200 engine power. But that would leave us with exactly 1 Echo, which doesn't seem smart. Buy a Withern Optical equipped to the bridge for +1 mirrors, but I don't know that that's going to be worth 100 Echoes in our current economy, so to speak. I do need to get a little bit more fuel and supplies as well. So, let's see. And then let's grab just a couple of casks of mushroom wine, just in case. And then let's head to the Kumayan Canal and start a voyage going south. But we'll probably put in at the Kumayan Canal and call it, as it's getting to be the point in the stream where I start having trouble making words as much. Should at least be a reasonably easy trip down to the Kumayan Canal. Again, saying so has certainly doomed me. See, the little crabs aren't so much of a problem. Ha ha ha! Dissect it for knowledge, or butcher it for supplies. Well, I think we don't get a crate. I think we just clear our hunger. For that, we don't have very much, so let's butcher it for knowledge. We got 25 new fragments. A crab full of conundrums. You set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops, one of the deep Z crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. So that actually got us, a whole other secret. We have entered a fog bank. Sure, it's fine. We discovered Murray Straits. There's Mutton Island. An electric shiver to the air. Storm is watching, the sailors would say. Alright, that's, I don't think, a hostile ship. Little ships throng the waters here. The crew grow wistful. They swap old stories with sunlit sea. We draw near the Kumayan Canal, the way to the surface. A white Zebat. A sailor has grown fretful and disobedient, reluctant to go on deck, even in port. There's a white Zebat watching me up there. Salt's messenger. Salt's got its eye on me. I'll never see home again. Salt? Sailor's superstition. Order him up on deck at once. Salt. One of the nameless gods that sailors fear. This sailor is a conscientious man. Send him to the sick bay on pretext of a fever. You can feed the Zebat. If white Zebats are sacred to Salt, maybe you'll win Salt's favor, if you believe any of this. Or shoot the Zebat. If the bloody thing is frightening your bloody crew, you'll bloody well settle its hash. I don't think I want to do that. Let's feed it, see what happens. Zebat takes fungal crackers from your fingers as boldly as a parrot. It dips its head for you and chirps something you might mistake for speech. It spreads its wings and leaps into the air. The next day, your crewman is gone, along with one of the ship's boats. No one saw him depart, or knows why. I have Salt's attention. I know something of the 3 gods of the Z. I lost a crew and gained 5 fragments. Didn't exactly want to lose a crew, but I'm sure it's fine. Ah, dang it. 2 damage isn't so bad. Now let's butcher it for supplies, because we have 32 hunger. Lost 32 hunger. Pale and salty meat. The cruel feast. That glowing flesh is unstable. It crisps and withers as the glow fades, so eat it while it's fresh. A tiny breeze stirs your hair and dies. Dang, it is really hard to get some of these parts of the chart to fill out, huh? Well, waste a little bit of fuel and supplies doing it, but did get it to do something. Discovered the Cumine Canal and the Albertine Gates. 50 fragments each. All right. Here we are at Gennady Harbor. All right. Game is saved there. We'll get our strategic information next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me quit to the title screen here so we have a little bit of music. And put my little weight card back up. Can maybe do a little bit of work here, just getting the card all correct. There we go. Position a little bit of a thanks for watching. Rename that so that it... There we go. So next time I stream, which may not even be a week, we'll maybe be able to... have circumvented the bug in El Paso elsewhere. At least one can hope. And I will pick up with this captain when I finally finish that game, if I do get that one working. And if I don't get it working, then we can come back to Toheel's adventures sooner than later. Thank you again for tuning in, everyone who did, everyone who maybe watched in the VODs. Excellent. Thank you. Mostly do this as a way of being sociable and disciplining myself to play all the way through games rather than ping-ponging around so that I can start checking some off my backlog. But I always appreciate the company. So thank you very much, and see everybody next time. Bye-bye.